I was raised by really good horsemen, and when I was growing up, I was always taught that there's 5 areas that you can apply pressure to a horse's face. There's his tongue, the bars of his mouth, the corners of his mouth, the roof of his mouth, and underneath of his jaw. I think there's 6. I think the top of a horse's tongue and the sides of his tongue are 2 different places. So we wanted a port. Now, all the bits that I have in my line, none of them have had a port until now. This bit is for a horse that's 6 years old, 7 years old, and I want to put some pressure on the side of his tongue without hitting the roof of his mouth. This is called a smooth 1x1. It probably works on more horses than any other bit. If a horse is strong and really a little bit disrespectful with the rider, this is not the bit. But if you have a nice horse, this bit really, really is a wonderful bit that you will enjoy on a lot of different horses. This is called a smooth 1x1. Works on a lot of horses, 6, 7 years old, 8-year-old horse. Also, we believe in the chin strap and different diameters of chin strap. So that's why this bit comes with a smaller diameter. The bigger diameter goes on a younger horse with a bit that's a 7-inch shank or a snaffle or a floating spade, which is also in my line. But when you get to this bit, it's going to come with this already attached to it, and it's adjusted properly for you. It's a sharper chain, a little smaller diameter. When I say sharper, certainly not hard on the horse, but just a little bit smaller diameter to get some pressure underneath of his jaw. Okay, so smooth 1x1. So now that's called a 1x1 with wire. Twisted wire gives you a little bit more feel on the bars and the corners of a horse's mouth. Also, notice how the bit is turned out, the top of the shank is turned out, so it's not into a horse's face. So make sure that, and this is simple, I know, but just reminding you, make sure it's on properly. I want you to understand the difference and make sure I'm explaining this to you properly, or I'm trying to. This is called a smooth 1x1. Works great on a horse that's 6, 7 years old because it works on the side of his tongue. It works also on the top of his tongue, the sides of his tongue, without hitting the roof of his mouth. So, nice horse, respectful, going pretty fast now, at a full canter. I'm roping on him. I'm doing all the things that I want, but it gives me a lot of control. One of my favorite bits in my line. Okay. Just to give you a little bit more whoa, we've added twisted wire to the bars and the corners. That works on the horse's bars and his corners, doesn't hurt him, but it just gives you more of a little bit more of a feel with the bit, a little bit more whoa than the smooth 1x1 is. So that's called a twisted wire 1x1. Also with this bit, it's important that you understand that we've put the smaller diameter chin strap on it, gives you more whoa. So you're working on underneath of his jaw, the bars in the corners, the sides of his tongue, and the top of his tongue, but we still haven't went to the roof of his mouth.